58-year-old Shaman Matapus has been building boats for decades, but he's daunted by his latest project. Crafting it the way his ancestors did, this will be his biggest ship yet, and Matapus hopes to use it to reach the land they came from, Batanes in the Philippines, just 200 kilometers across the Bashi Channel.
在这里能够做成这样子，算是很难得。那我要跟巴丹岛分享的说，我可以到你那边，希望说你也可以来我兰屿这样子，互相交流。
Matapus is Dawu, a seafaring indigenous group native to Orchid Island off Taiwan's southeastern coast. The Dawu trace their history back to Batanes in the northern Philippines and still share a language and culture with the indigenous Batanes who live there. It will take the 20 oarsmen at least a day to row by hand from here on Orchid Island to Batanes in the Philippines. It's a journey that mirrors that made by their ancestors who left Batanes for Orchid Island more than 800 years ago. These days, travel between the two islands is less direct. It's a roundabout route via Taiwan's capital Taipei, an international flight to Manila, before heading back north from there to Batanes. This makes it difficult for migrants like Lida, who want to visit their families. Lida moved here 30 years ago, and despite being just across the water, she's only been back to Batanes 5 times.
I want to visit them more time, but it's only my words, but I cannot do it by myself.
The Dawu hope their planned intrepid trip across the ocean can pave the way for regular direct flights or ferries between the two island communities, who now also share similar challenges and hope to help each other through them, like protecting their traditional way of life in the face of booming tourism, and grappling with neighbouring China's military expansionism, which has troubled both Taiwan and Philippine governments. Chinese military ships are increasingly transiting through the Bashi Channel, separating the islands. It's one of the region's hottest military flashpoints. But the Dawu and the Batan are seeking to strengthen a connection that transcends borders.
我们的船是没有带有任何武力的船，就从这个地方划到另外一个地方。我们很主张，能够有更多的和平。
Every traditional boat the Dawu build is made from carefully selected Lanyu trees, which grow over decades on the steep hills of their volcanic island. When they set sail for Batanes later this year, the Dawu seafarers will be taking part of their island's precious natural and cultural heritage with them. They'll also be bringing a clear message that they are committed to reconnecting with their roots and building this relationship across the ocean. Devin, Tsai and Glauert on Orchid Island for TaiwanPlus.